Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman out here at my shooting bench with yet another one of my 22 rimfire series videos. You know, it's been a while since I've featured any videos with 22s in them because here lately I've been trying to get ready for the upcoming deer season. But just this past week, there was a gentleman that came by my place of work, and he had heard from an acquaintance that I like old 22 rifles, especially old rimfires, you know. And he had one for sale, and I went out and looked at it, and at first I was going to turn it down, but then he gave me a price, and I looked at it again and thought about it, and I went ahead and bought it. And then later I realized that in all the videos that I've posted, this particular make of 22, I don't have a single video on it. You know, you've seen me feature Remingtons and Winchesters, Marlins, even some J.C. Higgins and some Savages. But this particular make here, I don't have one video on it. So I thought, there's probably some viewers out there that have these, at least this particular brand, that would like to see a video. So without keeping you in further suspense, what I've got here on the bench is, like I said, not a Remington, not a Winchester, not a Marlin. It's a Mossberg. This one here is a model 352 KB semi-automatic 22. This one here has some beautiful black walnut wood in the stock. I mean, just gorgeous, if you can see all that figure in that wood. And it's kind of an unusual 22 semi-automatic rimfire, or 22 rimfire at all, because it has this fold down stock here so that you can shoot it like that if you so choose, or you can fold it up and shoot it conventionally. Kind of a neat little feature there. And also, it's not tubular fed. It has a box type magazine that holds 7 rounds. And I just recently made kind of a neat discovery about this gun. This is a semi-automatic 22 rifle that will shoot short, long, or long rifle. And right here on the side of the magazine, you can see there are designations for each type of ammunition. And I got to fooling around with this, and I realized that there are settings right here. Right now it's in long rifle mode. Then you pull this up right here and move it over 1 notch. Now it's in the 22 long mode, and then when you move it all the way back, it's in the 22 short mode, so that it'll feed each type of ammunition properly. So I've got a 22 short right here. Let's see if it'll feed that. We'll go ahead and put that in the magazine. Put it on safe here, and I'll go ahead and now it's loaded with 22 short. Let's see if it'll eject. Yep, came right out. So I can shoot 3 different types of 22 rimfire ammunition in this rifle pretty reliably, I think. And the old gun is in really good condition. I mean, it's been well taken care of. I mean, if you look at the metal on it, it's almost pristine. The muzzle is like brand new. I cleaned the rifle, and the bore is nice and crisp, has sharp rifling, no rust at all in the barrel. And I went ahead and put this scope on here. I mounted an old Ted Williams scope because it just looked like it fit on here really well, you know. It looks like it belongs on this little rifle. So anyway, I've got some targets set up down here. We're going to take a few shots with it and see what this old gun can still do. I've got a target, paper target, set up at 40 yards, and then we've got some steel targets downrange. We'll have a little fun with the gun, and then later on I may take it out squirrel hunting, and we'll close out the video. Okay, my friends, we got some targets set up down here at 45 yards. It's kind of drizzling a little bit right now. I don't know if that's going to affect our accuracy any, but we're going to give it a try anyway. Let's see how this little rifle will group. You're shooting at the top target. So here we go. All right. Now I want to load up some Ely subsonic hollow points because that's what we use for squirrel hunting. Take a shot at the middle target. Okay, middle target, Ely subsonic hollow point. Okay, now we're going to try some 22 short hollow point on that bottom target. Okay, now we got those targets down there at 60 yards, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. First we're going to take a shot at that squirrel on the left. Now the bunny rabbit in the middle, see if we can make a headshot on him. And then that squirrel right next to him. Oh. Now I see 3 cans down there facing us. Let's see if we can pop a few of them. Okay. Now the one right next to it. And the one next to that one. I'll tell you what, this gun just needed to be leaded in for this ammo. It's shooting really well. Now we'll shoot at that target on the far left. Okay, now the one that was right next to it. And we'll shoot that other big target. And the bright orange one. And then that little bitty one that we left over there on the left. Well guys, that's the model 352 Mossberg 22 long rifle, semi-automatic, in action. You know, honestly, I can't be too upset about this gun. I'm actually quite tickled with it because it's shooting very well. And as you can see from these targets here, the first target I shot was using SK Standard Plus, that ammo right there. And I got that group right there. All the holes are touching. That's a fantastic group at 40 yards. And then the second 5-shot group, I was using the Ely Subsonic Hollow Point. And I would have gotten a pretty good group, except for that one right there. There's a flyer right there. I'm not sure what happened, but honestly, that's not bad accuracy. I should have actually leaded that barrel in with that type of ammunition, and I probably would have got a better group. I'm going to be doing a little bit more experimenting with that ammo at varying distances with this rifle, and I'll probably end up putting a little bit better scope on here. This is an old Ted Williams 4-power scope. Not the greatest scope to put on a rifle, but you know, I thought it looked halfway decent on this little gun. It almost seems to fit, but it could use a little more eye relief. And then the final 5-shot group right here was using CCI's 22 short hollow point. And it kind of spread out a little bit. Still fairly acceptable for small game hunting at that distance. I expect those groups would tighten up some on closer targets, of course, but you know, not too bad. But I think I'll stick with long rifle ammunition because it seemed to feed a little bit better than that 22 short did. So anyway, folks, just a little bit of history on the Mossberg Model 352. These guns were made from 1960 to 1971, and that was the Model K, the Model KA, and the Model KB, like this one here. And I would say this one here is a pre-1968 model. I think it's 1967, because it doesn't have any serial numbers, and that's because it was produced before the Gun Control Act was passed in the late 1960s. So, you know, this gun here was made quite some time ago, but it's still in great shape. So I need to keep it that way. It's really starting to drizzle and come down here. I need to get this gun inside, get it dried off and oiled, because I don't want any rust on here. It has no rust whatsoever right now, so I'm going to have to take it down and really oil it good and get it cleaned up, because I want to preserve this old 22. So with that being said, let me go ahead and close out the video and tell you thanks for coming along. I do appreciate it very much. And remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, no matter what your outdoor pursuit happens to be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. But also remember this, hit that like button, smash that bell icon, and subscribe. That way you'll know when more videos like this one will be coming your way. So until next time, y'all take good care of yourselves and get out there and enjoy the great outdoors. I'll be seeing you.